so I rewrote the ending, manipulated the entry. More user-friendly, now a city full of pain pills and tattoos defend me. I waver from the dead to the half-dead, gray space between fan base and the crackhead. Sunset, sailboat, set course for hell, a cross and a hammer, but you'll have to...
Graffiti art was started in the 1970s in New York City as part of the underground hip-hop movement. It was basically a lot of guys that were listening to this style of music and relating to this style of music and wanting to go out and produce artwork that they felt related to who they were and who their community was, which I related to earlier. And I mean, it's a bunch of guys wanting to get out their artwork to the community that's not going to go to a museum and look at it. And it started spreading around, and you're seeing it nowadays on trains, subway trains. You're seeing it all over buildings. People are actually paying artists to go and graffiti the side of their buildings because they want to beautify their surrounding community, and that's a great way for artists to do it. But then you touch on, if it's legal, is it really graffiti? Because graffiti is an art form that the act of doing illegally is part of the graffiti art movement.
Graffiti, I think, would be writing upon other people's personal property without their permission, and I think that's what graffiti would be. Graffiti is not art, and that is another thing. What they have done with graffiti, we lowered our standard. People started doing graffiti, and a few people have made graffiti look sort of art, but as you can see, the stuff on this building, it is not even looking like art, it's just scribbling. And nobody will listen to me, so I put these signs up, and it's kind of amazing that the whole town, everybody that I talk to agrees with my signs. Everybody except our city leaders with the city council, they're the only ones that don't agree. And they're the ones that make the laws, so it's a little confusing to me as to, and everybody that you ever talk to about graffiti is mad about it, and I just don't understand why our city officials and state officials don't take a stand upon it and make stronger penalties, because it would stop. But the reason is, if I just put up, this wasn't nice to paint on my building, I would have not got any attention at all.
Something is a piece of art. Any artwork is just a realization of an artist's vision. It's an artist's emotion and what they want to produce being put onto any surface. Any surface on which you can create a piece of artwork is an artist's canvas, from floors, ceilings, walls, cars, t-shirts, anything.
Art is put on paintings or buildings, and there is a place for art, you know. And random going around doing that isn't art. That means that they don't have enough gumption to really go apply their art. Some of them have the potential to be artists, but they don't have what it takes to go out, go to school, go to class, or work their craft and apply it in the proper manner.
It's hard to define an art, you know. I think it's a way to express yourself. I think it's a way to, it's kind of an unorthodox art form, not mainstream, you know, but I really think it has to be for the art, you know, creating letters that formulate words or sentences that just catch your eye and you think, wow, you know, that's a really cool tag, you know. Now any gang kind of representation or anything like that, there's no art to that, you know. It's just there, and it makes the town look ugly. But if you had a town full of, you know, good graffiti that said something, I think it could be considered more of a mainstream art.
Graffiti as an art form, I consider, if you're doing an actual artistic piece and You're not going out there just to spray paint your gang tag on a wall. But art, when you're creating a masterpiece and you're following your basic principles of design and you're using your elements of art, then yes, graffiti is an art form. I believe a lot of graffiti artists are wanting to get their art out to the general public, to people that aren't going to go to a gallery and look at a piece of artwork. And they're wanting to represent themselves and their community on a wall in their community, and giving people in their community the opportunity to see artwork that they can also relate to.
Why do you think society looks down on graffiti the way it does?
I think partly because of the people that do it. Maybe they see us as just people who want to, destroy someone's property or, provoke anger or something like that, when they don't realize that it's not an art form,
How long have you been doing graffiti?
For the past 2 years now, I think it's been. Started back in 9th grade.
Ever been caught?
No. That's been a couple times where it's been a little sketchy, but never had the pleasure.
Zeitgeist withered by the watering hole. Water patrol, water we the heart, how could be art? Suddenly, not enough young in his lung for the water wing. Colorfully vulgar poacher at a mulch like I'm a put a pulse at a soldier and bolt. Sign of the time we elapse when a primate climb up a spine and attach. Eye for an eye, but a bog life swamps and vines to get a rise out of frogs and flies. So when a dog fights hog-tied price, what a cost to life. The mouse water on a fork and knife, and the allure isn't right. No score on a war-torn beach where the cash cows actually beef. Blood turns wine when it leak for police like that's not a riot, it's a beast. And I will remember your name and face on the day you were judged by the funhouse cast. And I will rejoice in your fall from grace when it came to the sky like none shall pass. None shall pass. None shall pass. You never had a day of snow cone, could've fixed you wouldn't relate to the rowboat, caught a blitz. So he spoke to a no-dose motor on the fritz, cause he wouldn't play a role or fetch like a bitch. And express no regrets, though he isn't where the homeowners pissed to the jokers who posed by the glitz. Sign of the swine and the swarm when a king is a whore who comply and conform. Miles outside of the eye of the storm with a siphon of lore and a prize and award, while avoiding the violent bazaar that is violence and war. True blue triumph is more like wait, let it snake up out of the centerfold, let it break the walls of Jericho. Ready go, sat where the